Hey everyone, I am back again with Leanify Construction. This is your host, Sneha Kumari, and we are bringing this to you in association with Offsite Dirt. Go get the dirt. I am so excited to kick off this new year with you all and actually bring to you our very special guest for the year. Well, before that, wishing you all a very, very happy new year. The new year brings a lot of excitement. I hope it's going great, right? By the time you hear this, it might already be February. So I hope you had a great January. Time flies. Tell me about it. But without any further ado, let's get started. Today, my host is Gwen Elliott. I am so excited that I was able to get her on my show. I actually met her last year at Modular Home Building Association conference. Was super impressed to see another woman leader rocking this industry. I, as usual, am gonna focus on her story, some of her very cool projects that she has done in her experience, and hopefully that gives you some takeaways and learnings. But a quick, short bio intro for her is she has about 20 years of experience in construction industry and is super passionate about helping families and building affordable, quality homes. She actually holds a bachelor's in journalism and graphic design and also has done her master's from the University of Colorado. And she is also a board member and in the Modular Home Builders Association. Super cool, right? And I believe you're the only woman leader as the board member for MHBA. So I'm super proud of that. Well, I am not going to talk and spill the beans a lot about her. Let's hear it from her. Welcome, Gwen. Welcome to our show. Thank you so much for taking the time to record this with us. I'm excited to share your story, your projects with our audience here, and hopefully they learn from some of your learnings from you being in this industry for the past 20 years. So let's get started with learning a little bit about your story. While you grew up, what drew you to construction? What do you love about this or not love about this or wish you had something different? Let's hear it from you.
All right. Hey, I appreciate you inviting me here. And this is, uh, a big deal for a small girl from Appalachia, Southern Ohio, who really hates the spotlight and just likes to, wake up, do my job, and, just kind of plug away every day. So this is a fun spotlight. So I really appreciate you having me on. And it's been fun too. I didn't know a whole lot about offsite dirt, but it's been fun to dig in and see what offsite dirt is doing for the industry and bringing awareness to
You.
this industry and how it can be great moving forward. So I appreciate that. I my dad started this company in 1977, and as I was thinking about this podcast, I was thinking, I really have come from a long line of not really entrepreneurs, but small business owners, right? Just the mom and pop shops. My mother's parents had a grocery store, a little mom and pop shop where, it still is maybe only 100 people that live in the little area, where she grew up. It hasn't changed much over the years. My dad's father and family had an appliance business, sold pianos, sold the first color TVs. And then my aunts and uncles also have been, doing small businesses, also kind of following in their parents' footsteps as well. So I think it's fitting that I'm also, following in my dad's footsteps. So I was born on a Tuesday, and my dad was on a single wide delivery in the middle of January or middle of the day in late January. And of course, no cell phones back in the early 70s. And the owner's wife had to drive to the single wide delivery and say, "Hey, Jim, you got a baby coming.
Oh.
Get to the hospital." And so I was literally kind of born into this industry. I grew up sitting on the dozer with my dad, clearing sites for mobile home parks, um, helping dig footers. He and I dug a set of footers by ourselves when I was 11 or 12. And it's the first time I'd ever had to skip lunch because we had concrete coming, and he didn't pack lunch for his 12-year-old because that's just the way he rolled. So I grew up coming home from schools. Fortunately, he was able to put me through school, thanks to his hard work. I enjoyed my journalism degree and graphic design. That's kind of really my first love, is designing things,
Really?
um, but also small business in general. This is the one that I fell into and grew up in and very comfortable with. But I love to talk about any small business, if with anybody. It's kind of my true love is the small business aspect of this, as opposed to the housing aspect. It's just kind of where I landed, and I love it here. We have 3 model centers, and we have great staff that have been with us for some as long as 30 or 40 years, literally. So we've got a well-seasoned staff. Our field crew right now is really awesome, and it's exciting to see us continue to build small ranch modular homes, 16 to 1800 square feet, in Southern Ohio and in West Virginia, where people need very affordable housing, and we're able to do it and do quality work and provide them with a house that we know is going to last long for their families.
That's amazing. So you literally have lived in this industry for
Yes.
forever. This is
Yes.
probably, I mean, I'm sure journalism and designing is probably your first love, but this
Right.
is like a forced love. Like you've just been,
Right.
been in
Right.
this.
I just had to. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. There's no way you
I mean,
cannot. Yeah.
yep. I live in a modular house. And I would, if I won the lottery tomorrow, I'd still live in that same modular house.
Oh, wow.
I love it. It's a good house. I've lived in it for 22 years now. And it's a great way to build. It's a great, you know, great area for us to be providing um, affordable housing
This is
for this area.
This is such a great example where you're actually living the talk, right? You not only sell modular, you live in a modular. You actually are a living example of why modular is the way to go, why it's high quality and it's done fast, and you love living and calling it a home. This is great. Thank you so much for sharing your journey. I'm so it's inspirational, right? That you've been in this industry for so long, tons and wealth of knowledge that you probably have gained since you were a child to now being in this industry for so long. I am just curious if you could share a little bit, go back, if you have to go back in the memory and just think about one project that you feel, and I'm sure you would have many such milestones and amazing learnings, but if you like something that comes to mind right now as we talk, that has stayed with you, that was full of challenges, because I think those are the best projects. They give you the best learnings, right? And you probably imbibe them for the rest of your journey in the industry. So if you could share a little bit about that project with us and our audience, I think it will be huge learning for all of us.
You're talking about a particular like housing
Yeah.
project,
Yeah. A
or
housing
yeah,
project.
I mean,
Could be anything. Yes.
yeah, I mean, we do the same thing every day, Sneha. We don't, I mean, that's kind of, we don't have one special project that we do.
Yep.
A customer comes in and we help them design the house that works for them.
Hmm.
Um, and it's a constant, explanation and helping a homeowner walk through the process of just the nuts and bolts of, here's, you need to go to the building, department to get your building permit, and being able to walk families through every little step of the way to be able to design a house that they can afford, that they will love, and that they can stay in. And, we do that so much for our customers that we frequently find that we have repeat customers that come back. And, we even had one family that bought the same floor plan,
Oh, nice.
but just needed to move, wanted to buy the same floor plan. Or, the parents, we have a family that whose parents bought a Unibuilt home from us that built out of Vandalia, Ohio. And we've been selling those modular homes since 1977. And we were also doing HUD product at that time as well. But they bought it, a modular house from us, and then just last year, the kids bought, and put on the same piece of property, another modular home from us. So it's been fun to see, generations of families coming to purchase and repurchase. And, hey, my grandfather gave me a piece of land and, they built a house with you guys and they loved it. And people want to do the same thing. It's fun to see where this industry is going and being able to offer quality finishes and quality builds. I was at the manufactured home show in Louisville just yesterday, and to see our manufacturers being excited about being able to offer solid surface countertops, you know, quiet closed doors, cabinet doors, and a lot of features that you're seeing in basically your normal custom build houses that people don't realize can be uh, added to, and really is just kind of part of our standard offering now for our product. And being able to sell that at affordable price is great. And in our area, we don't have a lot of scattered lot stick built options.
Hmm.
We don't. We're kind of in a small Amish community area down here, so we have a lot of Amish builders, but people don't have a place to go. So we're being able to fill a niche in this area, being able to offer someone the ability to custom build a house, as small as 900 square feet. Most of what we're doing is that 1,800 to 2,100 square feet area, but also being able to offer, full on custom 2 stories with, wraparound porches and, everything. So it's a great time to be in this space.
It's such a great testament that your customers are, coming back and, generations coming back to you. It speaks a lot about the quality, right? Like they have seen it sustain. They've seen like, the whole myth of, people not adapting this is like right here, you actually sharing more about the journey of the customers and them coming back and back again, probably for the same design and same floor plan, right? It speaks
Right.
volumes about the effectiveness of this method of building and why it's modern and why it's much needed right now. So, I mean, if I had to ask you over the years, and you've been in this industry for so long, what do you see is changing? Like, is it the aesthetics? Is it like, as you said, like probably you're able to offer more designs, more complexities, and that you're now easily able to offer? What has changed and changed for good? And what could also change, like you wish, more for our industry?
I will say the product just gets better every year. We were building great houses in the 70s, great, stick built, offsite stick built houses in the 70s. And they're just loads better now. And as they manufacturers have refined their processes over the years. I do find it really hard still to overcome the manufactured versus modular or offsite, bias, if you will. And people will drive by our model centers and be like, no, I don't want one of those. And it's hard to overcome that, that kind of trailer. And I hate that, but that we're here in 2025
And
still talking about that. But it's kind of crazy how I just hired a new guy who was telling his friends, "Hey, I'm coming to work for D&W Homes." And they were like, "Oh, you mean that trailer place?" Like, no, still not that trailer place. We haven't sold a home for, I don't know, for 15 or 18 years. We've been selling modular homes for, 45 years, a little over 45 years. And,
wow.
and we still fight it every day. You have to have the conversation with the customer. So I don't know how, as an industry, we overcome that, but we talk about it all the time, right? We're hearing that the offsite construction being used a lot more, which is great.
Yep.
And I think that may help over time. But really, it's coming down to continuing to educate and the um, people about modular housing and how it's different and a great option
Yeah.
for building no matter what the budget. If your budget is 180, and I'm not sure that we could get there, right? 180, but in our area, low 200s, we can build you a house, or going up from there, and we can be as basic or as elaborate as your budget allows.
That's
But that's just something that we know we continue to be able to need to educate everybody on modular still.
yeah.
But the ball is starting to roll in our direction. I think people are finally um, willing to look at new technologies. There seems to be a whole um, more acceptance of the newer technologies now. More people are okay with solar. More people are understanding the EVs, in their cars, and I think modular can kind of fall in that space
Yep.
as a new way to
Auto.
do
Mm-hmm.
a new way to do what we need to do.
Absolutely. Despite it not being a very new, way, because it has existed for the longest
Right.
time, I guess you bring up a very important point in terms of awareness, education. I guess people don't, we're still far from having that mindset in the, for consumers that we have today, right? We have to continue to do that as an industry. And I believe, like, MBI and MHBA organizations like these, even for that, like Offsite Dirt. The goal here
Mhm.
is to actually bring awareness, tell people why, this is scalable, this is greener, this is sustainable, this is this is the way to go, right?
Right.
Especially in the wake of all these events that we have been seeing. If you're looking for quality, if you're looking for lesser time in delivery, this is the route you need to look towards too, right?
Right.
And I love to see, like I've spoken and I visit a lot of factories. We are constantly, innovating in the
Mhm.
designs that we can deliver, whether it's single family, it's multifamily, we're talking commercial. There is a gamut of and plethora of options that we offer in lesser time and in a very quality controlled environment, so with the highest quality, right? And the more we start standardizing it, the more leverage we'll have in terms of cost as well, right? So definitely education and awareness is something that we need to continue working on as an industry. And I guess this whole podcast recording, talking about your journey, the goal is for people to know and learn that this is where we are heading, this is the future, this is where we need to open our minds up and start adapting this method of construction. Um, awesome. So if I had to ask you, what are the latest trends that you are following, and you are very curious to see where the future lies? I am sure you're going to bring up AI because everyone has been talking about AI. I work in AI, so yes. But yes, I mean, would love to learn more about you. What trends are you watching out, and you would
Yeah,
suggest everyone also.
absolutely. I mean, AI is what everyone's watching right now. Like, how is that going to help us, advance, and how's that affect um, my workplace, right? And my employees' workplace? How will that affect and help our customers? And I think for us, a customer being able to design their own floor plan, they've been able to do that for years. But the AI is going to change their understanding of what they're ordering before they get it, right? AI is going to be able to say, here's your floor plan, put your goggles on or watch this video. You can walk through this house that you just designed and get a feel for the room size and how you're going to use that space. And, oh, you don't like, this bathroom because it feels a little too small? No problem. Let's push this wall 3 feet in this direction and then walk through it again. Like, does that feel better to you? How and that's going to be a game changer for our customers. And we are excited about that technology. I don't know who's going to bring it to us or when we're going to get it. It will be faster than probably uh, I'm aware of right now. I think, just AI is moving so fast and just exponentially getting better, that it will get to that point where customers can really take control of exactly the design that they want for their house, and be able to see it and feel confident that, as D&W Homes has been around for so long, is able to provide them a quality house, and still a house that's completely theirs, through AI. So we're super excited about that when that comes down the pike.
That's amazing. Yes, absolutely. AR, VR, AI is like technology is the way to go. And I'm so happy to see so many of our construction folks adopting, at least being open. We have talked about this numerous times. We have lagged behind despite being the oldest and probably the biggest, $1 trillion industry. We have lagged behind in productivity. We have lagged behind with our adoption of technology, and I don't blame it all on our industry per se. We also haven't been, thrown at like a lot of great softwares as well. So I'm excited to see the possibility how we can automate a lot of stuff, and take the redundant stuff away from our lives and actually bring back, let you like allow. You more time so you can focus on what you do best, which is building homes, right? And then, of course,
Mhm,
improving customer experience. Like there's a lot that can be done when it comes to the, front end customer facing experience. And
mhm,
AI, AR, VR can actually, augmented reality can offer so much
right.
there. So definitely a space to watch out for. I am excited about AI. I'm excited about what we are doing more on the back end side in terms of operations and how you really become a profitable business, how you really see your numbers, and where you're trending and what's making sense or not. Um, and of course, it's all about data. Everything comes back to the data. The more you use it, the better it gets. The better data you feed at, the lesser bias you see in terms of, how AI is trending. So we are all excited about it. I am excited about the future of construction, the future of technology in construction, and us as women, paving ways for more women to come to our industry, for more Gen Zs to, come to our industry, like this industry, love being here. I think I am super excited about the future as we kick this new year off. That's it with our questions. I enjoyed thoroughly talking to you, learning more about you, your business, your journey, and I'm sure my audience is gonna love and enjoy every bit of what you have shared here today. So thank you again for your precious time. I know you're super busy managing kids and work, and hopefully we'll have you on another podcast someday again and we talk about women as a woman, how we juggle
Mhm.
and how we can make our workplace more equitable and more inclusive. But that's it for now, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know which time zone you are at, but good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Have an awesome day. Have an exciting month and year ahead. I'll be back again with another episode with another amazing leader. But signing off till then, all the way from Leanify Construction and Offside Dirt. Thank you so much. Bye.